Hey, everyone, and welcome to episode 225 of the 8-Bit Geek. If this is your first time listening, let me explain what you're getting into and what 8-Bit is like, okay? We're like going to your favorite fast food restaurant, and they just fuck up your order every time. You decide to go through the drive-thru because you want to get home and eat, so you pull up and order number 2. It's double meat, double cheese. You imagine how amazing this is going to be. You're just sitting there like, You thought about it for hours because of how starving you are and you haven't eaten all week. And it's your first time at this fast food place. You're like, I'm going to get me some of this. Then you get it home, you open the bag, and they give you a single patty with extra mayo. I mean, who the fuck orders extra mayo on a burger to begin with? Or any mayo. Then you find out the fries are cold. They gave you a diet fucking Coke. By the end of the meal, you're just unsatisfied. You promise you'll never go back. Yet for some reason, every Tuesday, you find yourself there. I'm Jeremy. With me today are two men who once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
No, it wasn't a Burger King.
That was me.
Yeah, it was a Wendy's.
I'm Kevin. I definitely got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Oh.
My nose is funny, but yo, I'll make it money.
Kevin's back.
Kevin's back.
I'm back.
Kevin, where'd you go?
Jared, I just had real quick. Was this personal experience over here? Just like, do you go to like Whataburger every Tuesday night and like you order the same thing, and just every Tuesday like is it? Because if it happens every week, I'm starting to get to the point that the cashier at Whataburger just knows that it's you, and it's just like they see you like and they've taken it into their own hands to make sure that you stop eating there, so they're intentionally fucking it up at this point. Like, hey, you're supposed to be on a diet. You keep talking about a diet, yet you keep showing up here every fucking Tuesday.
And I have spilled my guts to this goddamn radio that's outside. It's my best friend at this point. Every Tuesday, it's like a therapy session for me. And I'm just like, listen, guys, I'm back again, and I'm sorry, okay? And they're just like this, fuck.
God damn it. He hates mayo. Put extra mayo on that fucking burger.
Oh. I think you have to pull on some personal experiences when you write 225 intros.
Mayo is not that bad on a burger if there's like ketchup. I think a ketchup and mayo combo really helps. I don't know if it's good on its own.
There's no way.
Mayo, ketchup, and mustard is the trifecta on a burger.
Exactly. The Holy
good.
Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like mayo on. No, I like mayo on a turkey sandwich.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
That's just.
We need something to
mayo and mustard.
Wet up that turkey.
Yeah.
Mayo. What is mayo? Is mayo in the sauce that they make with like the secret sauce with the Thousand Islands dressing?
That's Thousand Island.
Yeah.
I know, but like, don't they? What else do they mix in there?
Dick.
Mustard and ketchup.
They stir it with their dick.
But I learned this earlier this week that I met somebody who only eats mayo on their burger, and I about threw up.
Oh, I mean,
and on their and a hot dog.
Okay, now that's just unacceptable.
That's weird. Okay, but like for me, mustard. If you're gonna go, like, you got to go Chicago style, which is all or nothing, or just mustard. There's no ketchup on hot dogs.
Oh, I
put ketchup and mustard on my hot dog, but that's just because that's just how it's done in Texas. Because we don't have any like fancy schmancy like hot dogs. But my favorite is a New York dog. Put some fucking grilled onion or sauerkraut and grilled onion and the spicy mustard on that. Yeah. And like, I will go to fucking town.
I get down with that.
Yeah. It's such a bitch to make myself. I just like lazy. Like, no, ketchup.
You're like, just have some sauerkraut laying around for just that reason.
I do 2 hot dogs. I'll do one with just mustard on it, and then one with ketchup and mustard. And that's delicious. But my favorite dog is the Coney dog up in New York. It's a white hot dog. It's a white snapper. I actually took our boy to get one while we were up there. So
you forgot Ryan's name is really what you're
yeah,
saying.
That's what I just learned.
You took our boy.
Our boy. Let's see. He's got a couple brothers. One of them's name is shit.
Well, he's got this bro.
He's got this
a
bro.
couple other brothers.
God damn! And then his bro just got married to
what's her name?
Fuck.
Chick.
Yeah, you know.
Correct.
You all know.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm sitting with and him. It's gonna be a great show. So please subscribe and rate us on Audio Boom. They provide us with all of our bandwidth, and we appreciate them. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. Find us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek, and of course, Twitch. Every Monday night, we record live. Now, if you can't do that, if you can't meet us live on Mondays, you can always chat it up with us in Discord. We're going to be there all week, and we jump in there and have some fun with everybody. We're building a nice little community there, so it's a lot of fun, and you should check it out. We got some separate rooms, and we also have a Patreon-only Discord channel. Yeah. So if you're part of that $5 tier, then you get into that. So
$5 and up, you get into that sweet Patreon Discord, as well as all the extra bonus content, like the extended episodes of the pre and post show, all the videos from Alma City Comic Con with the hot pepper challenge, which I think that stuff is no longer Patreon exclusives, but they were for a couple weeks, and that's how you get access to that. The Saga Kevisode coming out probably in the next few months. That's going to be a Patreon exclusive until I decide to release it, until I need a week or two off from editing the show.
Hey, I was in that show. Do you think I can get an early copy of that?
You're
maybe?
Gonna be a patron, you dumb shit. Yeah, I'll get it to you. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's my boy.
Yeah. The problem is, the reason it's going to take longer to release it to the Patreon is that, like, where it takes place in our story, we haven't gotten to yet in the actual fucking show. So I don't want to release it before that part of the show.
Spoilers.
So there's no spoilers for people, because there's stuff that happens that is, like, dependent on stuff that hasn't happened yet in the actual episodes yet. So.
Oh, you mean that part where?
Where everyone dies? Yeah.
All right, Lost. Oh, did I ruin Lost for someone?
God damn it! Spoilers.
I've just started watching that show, and I guess I don't need to finish.
Yeah.
You can always check out some other shows that we have on the network. We're really proud of these shows. If you enjoy what we do here, then you're going to enjoy these things. 8-Bit Legends, Divas Drop Kicks and Dives, Brainberry Tarts, 8-Bit Saga, and Garbage Day. We have something for everybody. So please check it out. We as much as we love you supporting this show, go support some other ones that we do as well. And of course, so we mentioned it, Patreon. Listen, every week we beg for your money, and it's that way we could do good things with it. And we plan on doing that. For the last 2 years, you guys have helped this show out reach hundreds and hundreds. And okay, I'm lying. We've reached a couple people with your money, and we appreciate that. And now we want to reach a couple more. So dig in your pockets, fish out some change, and give at least $1 a month. That gives you access to a thank you. But if you do $5 or more a month, you get a whole bunch of cool things. You can go check it out. We have the links everywhere on the website, www.the8bitgeek.com. And of course, where else can they find the info? I guess they can just go to Patreon and search us as well.
Yeah, patreon.com/8bitgeek. I mean, you can find us there, find everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we've come to the part of the show where people really enjoy it. It's called Misconnections.
Hold on, before that, I want to thank Caleb last week for taking my spot and doing a much better job than I can ever do.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great episode. I listened to it while I was in Alaska, and it warmed my heart. Except for that weird rant that Doug went on, but we expect that out of him. So.
Yeah.
I just knew when I started the episode, and there was a preface of Doug going, "The views and blah 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 expressed are Doug and Doug alone." I'm like, "Oh fuck, here we go."
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that's what everybody did. They were like, "Oh, I'm listening now."
My wife texted me and she goes, "So I just listened to the new episode, or started the new episode, and should I be worried?" And I was like, "No, it's fine.
It's nothing you haven't heard around the house.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's just a regular Sunday morning."
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's just me standing outside of the church going. Like the dude from Alma City Comic Con, but just in reverse. As I stand outside the church and I yell at them about how they're going to hell.
Oh man, but no, Caleb was awesome. He did a great job. We'd love to have him on again. So
yeah, but we have to wait at least 5 years because this shit is gonna. It pretty much ruined him. His ego is on another level now.
Oh, he's got Hollywood all written on him.
Yeah, he's got in Hollywood. He won't even take texts from people. He has his handler take the texts before you can get in touch with him.
So is that Ed or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ed's pre-screening his texts.
Yep. It's impossible to get a hold of him. I mean, like, we've tried. It's just...
I'm surprised. That's not even him in the chat. It's probably someone typing for him.
No.
He's sitting back on a couch somewhere and just going, say this.
He's just dictating. Yeah, exactly.
He's got like a pipe in his mouth, but it's like blowing bubbles. No? Was that too far?
Yeah.
He goes, it's me.
Let's get into some misconnections. Every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. These are completely real. We don't edit them in any way. We do ad-lib a little bit, but we definitely can't make this stuff up. All right. Welcome to the Misconnections. Where's Sean?
What's up, fellas?
Hey! What's up, Sean?
Hey, before we get started, Kev, I just want you to know that you have 3 misconnections to read.
Oh.
It's one for every missed show that you've ever had with us.
I've only missed 3 with you guys? I feel like I've missed a lot more than that.
Well, we didn't include all the ones that you missed when you went to a concert.
No, wait, fuck off, because that one that I missed, wait, and I didn't miss it. I left after the post show because the venue was 10 minutes from my house. So I was able to get there, see the last, like the end of Mess shitty set, and then I get to catch the Ataris. So y'all can kiss my ass. And that was a great Atari show, by the way. Awesome.
Shit. All right,
yeah, we figured that you were in Alaska to see the Ataris. That's actually why you went.
I'd be so surprised if any band went to Alaska. It is really out of the way. Maybe Anchorage out of anywhere, but everywhere else is like really like they're like, come see our downtown. It's 1 block long. So
Pitbull went to Alaska.
What?
Yeah.
I said, once again, if any artists ever went to Alaska.
No, that was some shit, man. He put a contest online and the internet got a hold of it. And they were like, vote where you'd like to send Pitbull. And they chose Alaska. And it won, so he showed up.
There's only like, especially in Anchorage.
I feel like that they wanted to send him to like North Korea one or like Russia or something else one first, and they were like, we can't do that. Like, it's illegal for travel.
They got to keep it in the United States.
Yeah, let's keep it in the United States. And I think Alaska was like the next choice or whatever. So
I mean, their total population, I know like Anchorage has like 400,000 people, and that's their biggest city. So I could picture at least 5 people going to see Pitbull.
I think it was like a Walmart promotion as well.
Oh, I don't know if there's Walmarts out there. Although we took a train past Sarah Palin's hometown, and you know what was the coolest part about that?
You saw her standing outside looking for
Russia.
No, and we had to hear that all the fucking time. No, there was a fully functioning Blockbuster video there.
Oh, I saw your wife post a picture of that.
And it was hilarious because they would show all this like stuff like, oh, there's a moose on the right, and people were like, oh, cool, and there's a Blockbuster on the left, and the whole fucking train was like, oh, I need a picture of this.
That's funny. There's only like a handful left in the United States, and like there's 3 in Texas or something like that, and then like 2 in Alaska, and that's like
serious?
it. Yeah,
it's because the one in Alaska, the internet's not that great out there, so they don't have really like Netflix or Hulu or anything like that. No streaming service.
That's apparently why the ones that are still like in Texas are still there too, is because they're kind of near like these out in the middle of fucking nowhere Texas that are like hundreds of miles from any major city, and so like they still just exist in these small towns because that's how they watch their fucking movies, because they have like satellite, but dude, satellite goes out, you got nothing.
Yeah. Oh, the wind blew left today. There goes our satellite.
Exactly.
I want to go to the
Scarlett Hellion says, think Against Me has done Alaska. I love Against Me. I would go see them in Alaska. I'd go see them anywhere. If they came back to Kansas City, I'd go see them again. I saw them with Bad Religion a few months ago, and it was so good.
Who wants to go on a trip to the Blockbuster in Texas?
We should film that. If we go that, like, is it anywhere near our routes of Comic-Cons? Because I feel like that would be worth a stop.
I don't know. I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Also, I think that the idea of it is much funner than actually doing it.
No, it'd be very depressing.
Oh yeah, you go in there and they're gonna have like fucking movies from the 90s. They'll probably still have VHS, really. Let's be real here.
Yeah, you'll be able to walk through like with iTunes open on your or not iTunes, sorry, like Netflix open on your phone going like, okay, that's okay, yep, okay. Oh, they don't have that one. All right, now there's that one. There's that one. There's okay. Like
there's a flaw in your thinking there.
What's that?
Coming soon, The Avengers.
There's no signal for your phone.
Sure there is.
Coming soon, Batman Begins.
That's
I mean, you won't be able to stream anything that you're looking at, but you'll at least be able to see what's in the fucking library.
It's gonna download at 50.
I was gonna say, yeah,
No.
have it on offline mode.
Like, can I plug this into something? All right, Sean, let's get on with the misconnections. What you got?
Oh, hey fellas.
Hey, sorry for keeping you waiting.
Sorry about that, Sean.
That's all right. I just got back from my fun trip with my buddy Kev to Alaska.
Oh, you went with him?
Wait, you were there?
Yeah, I was with you the whole time.
That's why the pool. I was wondering why I had pool water in my room, even though I didn't go to the pool.
That would be me. If there's any place with a pool, I'm jumping in that shit.
It smelled like chlorine. The whole. I thought that was an Alaska thing.
Nope, that was just me. I mean, I literally sat next to you on the plane to Seattle, and then from Seattle to Alaska, and then I sat definitely next to you on the train, like from Anchorage to the next place that we went. I forget. It's been a bit. I got very drunk, but no, I was with you the whole time. I did the hike with you up the mountain and did all that fun stuff. I saw the Blockbuster with you. I actually went in. I went back. I took a cab back to the city and went to the Blockbuster, and I actually I rented a movie from there that I forgot to return.
That's gonna be some late fees.
Yep, it's fine. What?
Can I ask what movie it was?
Sure. It was definitely 10 Things I Hate About You on VHS, starring my favorite Heath Ledger.
Aww. Wait, what's his name again?
Heath Ledger. Okay, listen. The Joker.
The Joker.
Nice.
And also Joseph Gordon-Levitt and the girl that played Alex Mack on The Secret World of Alex Mack on Nickelodeon, if you guys remember that show.
Oh, man.
No, okay, anyway, so it's mine forever. It's a relic of the past. I hope they're never going to get it back, so I hope that their whole staying open isn't contingent on whether or not they get these fucking movies back.
They're going to send Sarah Palin after you to your house.
Oh, shit. Well, I'd have to have a house first, so.
That'd be a second misconnection right there.
That's right. So this my misconnection this week is to My Pillow Princess. Freehold. My status is married.
What?
Really?
Well,
What?
It was a crazy week in Alaska.
I guess so, man. I missed that.
I'm not sure if it's legal. It might have been to a moose. Again, very drunk.
And you pulled a real Gene Parmesan this week. Mustaches and beards and everything.
My age is 44. You were married and I was dating someone. Your name begins with the letter K. We first met at a D&D in Mattawan and then walked to a park. We met several times over the course of a few years. Mainly our encounters were just oral sex. Although we did have intercourse a few times. Nice. I would usually go down on you for about an hour. It drove you absolutely crazy. And I enjoyed it so much. Going down on you was the most incredible sexual experience I have ever had. Then, I got married.
Oh God.
Wow. Damn.
Thanks for the follow, babies.
All right, we just got a follow. So, pimp name Slickback just popped up in my ear, and I totally missed who it was from. So, thank you, whoever just followed us. Oh shit! Sorry, there's a lot of stuff just popping up. Scarlett Honey just posted us. Thank you for the host, Scarlett. Okay, so then I got married, and you had a kid, and we met one more time, and that was the end of that. I know you moved, however, you're still local. I miss going down on you so much and want very much to experience you again. If you are interested, write back and tell me the name of the town and development you used to live in, and the town where you live now, so I know it's you. We were always discreet and can continue to be discreet again. I hope to experience you again! ! Exclamation point! Yours truly, Sean Pennis.
Thanks.
Good to hear from you, Ben.
Thanks, Rye the Spy Guy.
Was that who the follow was from?
That was from
Yes.
Thanks, Ants. Okay, this next one is on me, and Kevin, I dedicate this one to you, buddy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Daddy wants to play with a ShopRite cashier. Male for woman, freehold.
Oh.
My body is athletic. Oh, height is 6'2". I'm single, of course. I like the supermarket girls.
No.
I prefer younger white, cute-faced, nice body. Would you like to play with Daddy?
Oh no.
You checked me out in the speed lane. 20 items or less.
Oh.
You're so hot. Your top was kind of unbuttoned. You may have caught me trying to see your tits.
What?
I saw a little bit. You have a hot body.
Oh.
I would love to meet you for a drink and get to know you. Any interest? I was the tall white guy wearing gym clothes.
Oh.
That's it.
That's it? Oh,
Yep.
Thank God. Just fizzled out at the end there.
I think this
You got
character.
what you...
I think this character officially has a name. Neo in the chat called it. It's Perv Dust. It's Gold Dust's older brother.
Well played. Well played.
Oh, I thought that's funny.
Well, I'm back, y'all.
Oh,
Welcome.
hey Velvet.
Apparently, I was in Alaska with my boy Sean and Kevin.
Funny
Fuck
seems
yeah! It was the two of us.
Kevin didn't know anything about that, though.
It's really
We are
weird.
masters of disguise.
I mean, we literally sat on either side of him on the plane there. We like kicked his wife out of her seat and made her go sit near the toilets in the back of the plane.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then sat on either side of him. He went
I think-
skiing.
I think that's why he doesn't want to remember it. He was hitting the slopes hard, if you know what I mean. Just good motion, good motion.
Head check.
Head check. My hands up here, baby.
For those that listen to the pre-show, we'll get that joke.
Well, while I was in Alaska, I just want to talk about Alexis Motel woman getting fucky. I don't know if that means like she's getting someone to fuck with, or if I just misspelled fucked.
Oh
But
God.
this is the Alexis Motel woman getting fucky. Male for women. I say Toledo, but it's Toledo, Alaska, actually. Little town. You never heard of it. My body is skinny. My height, I'm a little shorter this week. I'm 5'3". For you Alaskan babes, that's 160 centimeters. Status, single, of course. Come on, let's be real here. My age, 34. To the woman who got fucked good in room 25 at the Alexis Motel on 6/23 at 3 p.m., thanks for the moaning. I want that pussy now. That's all I heard it through the walls. And sometimes that's all I need. Now, let me go back. I met another girl named Crystal on Farmbrook. This is male for women again. This is also from Detroit, Alaska. So once again, small town. They got a Blockbuster and everything. It's real sweet. Short, sexy, chocolate midget. Where you at? Oh, goddamn. What did I do in Alaska? Pussy fire ass. Hell. I think it may hit me up. HMU. I think I got Tourette's toward the end of this. Pussify ass. Or it might have been insulting it with your pussify ass. So I have one more for y'all. Oh.
Midget.
I can't believe I got hard while taking your order at the table. So I got a little job while I was in Alaska. Gotta pay for the flight home. This is mail for women. Howard Beach, Alaska. Because Alaska got beaches too. You came in about a week ago, maybe last Monday. You were with two friends. You were a gorgeous Latina, about 20 years old. I made sure I checked your ID. Gorgeous. Perfect zero body fat body. Body fat body. Wait, body fat body? I don't even. Tight, short shorts. I'm just doubling everything tonight. Slim waist, abs on stomach. I mean, I guess I saw it somehow. And you had
Just where else would abs be?
Well, I've seen some shit. Remember, I came from Walmart.
Abs on abs.
Abs on abs. Her 6-pack had a 4-pack. Beautiful, round, brown 36 C-cup titties. Perfect, juicy, round ass. It made me hungry, just all this juicy and tasty and all that shit.
You
Tank
were at a
top.
restaurant.
And tight, short khaki shorts. I thought she was wearing a skirt. I don't even know. She went through a couple different wardrobe changes at this diner. Full, juicy, thick lips and a face to die for. I think I've described every part of your body except for your feet. I can't believe while taking your order for whatever you ate. What? Okay, whatever. I actually started getting hard while studying every inch of you. You must have known that I was checking you out. Oh, man, there's a lot more to go. Checking you out as you saw how intense I looked into your eyes and looked around your face like this. I just went all the way around. My head was bobbing. It was really weird. Got a couple weird looks, but you know what? It was worth it. You were a dream come true. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but while you were talking to me, my thick cock down below, because that's where it is. It's, not around my shoulder or anything. Hidden in my pants, started to throb and pulsate. And then jump and started to swell with delight.
It's a wordsmith.
By the time you were done with the order, in which I was noticeably distracted, my cock had grown to almost full size, completely hard. Only hindered by being stuck in the downward position. Somebody forgot to flick the switch. As lustful as I am, this has never happened before or since. My cock was throbbing once again as I enjoyed watching you eat for the next half hour or so. I got a food fetish too. It really worked out. I wish I could see you again, and I wish you could see what I have in my pants for you. You would be pleased. All of this with a good Eskimo hello, Velvet Jones. I hear typing. Conversations. Chalk. Choco. My boy Choco. Chocolate. Me. Chocolate me. Mid. Chocolate midriff. Chocolate midget. Somebody who was typing that out apparently just couldn't just type it real quick. Probably got to need to do a hand check real soon just to make sure he was not turned on by this misconnection.
All right, let's talk some top box office. Excuse me. All right, so Transformers came out. Transformers. Did anyone go see Mark's movie? I did.
Nope.
No? Nobody wanted to go see the... okay. Well, Transformers, the last night, made $44.7 million, okay? And it was number one. May not be a lot, but it's a lot, okay? It made $68.5 million total for the 5-day weekend because it came out on Wednesday.
Well, good for them.
Not a very good number, but I guess it made over $200 million in China, so that saved it.
Okay, all right. China's always looking out for them.
We'll get 14 more.
Yeah, didn't we talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
That's sad that that's happening.
Yeah, it got announced, and the next one is a Bumblebee movie, which we'll talk about a little bit later because we have that in the notes. So, Wonder Woman.
Real quick, sorry, we just got a donation from, I think it was That Is a Classic, who donated like $5.11, which brings our total up to $369.69. Nice. Nice. Sorry, continue.
Wonder Woman came in number 2 with 24.9, bringing it up to domestically $318 million. That's been out for 4 weeks, and it's still sticking it out. It's
good.
Yep. Nothing else notable. I mean, Cars 3 did 24 million. It's almost past 100 million, so, it's whatever.
The Mummy's been out for 3 weeks, still hasn't broke 100 million.
No, it's a shame. It probably won't, but I had a coworker who went and saw it, and they said that, like, Tom Cruise was not good. He was clearly miscast for the role. But they said that, like, it's a decent setup for this monster universe that they're doing, that whole thing. Like, it dealt a lot with some of the other characters that we'll be seeing. Like, they tell you who, what's his name, Russell Crowe, who his character is, and all of this, and they explained some of that, and that, they said it wasn't terrible. It was just very clear that Tom Cruise was miscast.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Well, there was an article that came out that said that he had his hand in everything, and that's the reason why it was so bad. He had final say over edit and all that kind of shit, so...
Yeah, and that's the budget was so huge because he got paid like $50 million, and then him being way too involved. But apparently this is like a passion project for Universal. So even though this one didn't do well, apparently the franchise is still happening. They've done well with all their other movies and stuff recently, that they're gonna let this one slide, and they're gonna make this movie franchise happen because.
So they're thinking big picture, really.
Yeah. So maybe it's interesting. So we'll see.
Right. Maybe they'll hit with the next one. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, big Star Wars news this week.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but a couple people were fired off the Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
Were they fired or did they leave?
No, they were fired.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Phil Lord and Chris Miller. If you don't know who they are, they did the Lego movie. They also did 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. Mm-hmm. Excellent comedic directors. This was their first forte into something that was going to be actiony, but how do we explain it without getting into it too deep, explaining it all? So Lucasfilm thought that the movie was way too comedic and it needed a change. The directors did not like the changes, did not want to approve the changes. There was a lot of back and forth, and finally, after a rough cut of the film was seen, they hated it, and so they said, "You guys got to fucking go."
Damn.
Yeah. Also, one of the things I read was that they had been constantly having conflicts with Lawrence Kasdan, the writer of the movie, the one who has written a lot of the Star Wars movies, like the good ones.
The good ones.
All the good ones. And so apparently that did not go over well with Kathleen Kennedy, who pretty much was like, "No, you listen to him. Like, he's done more for the Star Wars universe than George Lucas has, more or less. He's the one who told George Lucas no back in the 80s and stuff when George had all these really stupid ideas for Star Wars.
Right.
And apparently they didn't, like, he was like, "No, this is who Han Solo is. This is his character." And they were like, "No, we think he's more like this." And he's like, "Well, okay, but he's not. Like, this is my character. I wrote him," like, sort of thing. Obviously it's not his character, but and apparently, that was also one of the reasons is that Kathleen Kennedy did not care for how they were treating Lawrence Kasdan and his writing and his script, and when he would give them notes, they apparently blew him off, and
it's a bad idea.
They're like, "This is our movie, not your movie," sort of thing. So apparently they kind of had like a pretty shit attitude also, which is still a shame because like they are really funny directors, but at the same time, like, you gotta know what you're getting into when you step into Like
Star
DC or oh, sorry, that's Disney. I was almost a DC. Disney or Marvel or Star Wars or whatever. When you have think about it, like the way I imagine it is that like Stan Lee shows up on set one day and was like, "Well, this isn't my Spider-Man," and the director being like, "Ha ha ha, fuck you!" Like, okay, bye. Like if Lawrence Kasdan tells you you're not doing it right, like you're bye.
Yeah, you're not doing it right.
Yeah. Well, I guess also the issues were that Kathleen Kennedy likes to have organization, and there's certain ways that she wants it to, storyboarded and all that kind of stuff. And they work really loosely, and they also like to ad lib and kind of make things up as they go. And she fucking hated that shit. Also, you got to remember, Kathleen Kennedy is responsible for our 80s obsessions and most of pop culture as we know it. She's behind movies like Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, E.T., Jaws. Like she's the producer on all of those, and so she knows what she's doing. And you got to trust her over a couple directors who have had a couple great films.
Yeah, but again, they've had great films. Now, they replaced them already with Academy Award winning director Ron Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can see it is such a weird change to go from those directors who are known for making like comedies to Ron Howard, whose movies are a little more serious.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he did bring us Arrested Development, so he knows funny, and he can do funny, and he can deliver funny.
He also did Willow. So
did he really?
Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. Look at the list of the chair. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? You keep
Everyone's
talking.
going to IMDb right now. Well, he also, he could do drama too, because he did Apollo 11 or Apollo 18 or whatever?
Apollo 13?
Apollo 13, one of those Apollos.
God damn
Showtime at the Apollo.
No, that's what we're saying. Like, he's way more known for being like a serious director, but he does also he can do, that's what I'm saying, he can do funny. And that's why some people are like, oh, this movie's now going to be depressing and dour and stuff because he's doing it like the rest of his movies. And it's like, I don't feel like that's true at all. I'm trying to open this up, but it's all about Despicable Me right now. I'm fucking IMDb. Get the fuck out of here.
He did Cocoon. God damn, he did do Willow. Wow, Jer wins that one.
Well, that's crazy because that's another Lucas thing.
Take that rare win there, Jer.
Yeah, but okay, so Splash was a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so here's the thing. So he's doing it. I wonder where Tom Hanks is going to show up.
Yeah, right.
It's interesting that he's taken over because there's only 3 months left of production, and so maybe with those 3 months he can sprinkle in his expertise and really bring it back. And I'm sure he's going to reshoot the shit out of this movie. Yeah,
as much as he can in the next 3 months or so. Man, he's got some great movies though.
There's more trouble than this as well. They also hired a acting coach because Kathleen Kennedy didn't like the Han Solo lead and the way he was performing.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Yikes.
Yep. So we'll see how it turns out. Please be good.
Well, they've got a whole nother year before this, right? Because this is going to be their next year film, as opposed to episode 8 coming out this year, right?
This comes out. This comes out with a May 25th release date.
Mid-year, huh? So what's coming out then for December?
2018.
Yeah, this will get pushed back. Disney
sure
they just need to own the holiday season with their Star Wars movies. They need to stop trying to make them a summer blockbuster because that's what they were originally. Blah blah blah. Who cares? You guys have now released 3 movies will have released 3 movies in the November December time slot. Just fucking roll with it. Literally, let your Marvel franchises own during the spring and summer. And then let Star Wars clean it up at the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean that's very true.
And that way,
don't
everyone
shoot
knows,
yourself in the foot.
Yeah, that way everyone knows every November, December. Hey, we've got another Star Wars movie. Don't do this whole we've got one in November, we've got another one in May, and then it's gonna be until next November before we have another one. Because it's just garbage. It
doesn't make sense. Yeah, you're making people wait too long.
Sony is in full swing with their Venom movie. Carnage is going to be the villain. It's been announced. No excitement for that one?
Sorry, I'm
It's
scrolling
weird.
down. I was reading the Star Wars article thing again. Sorry.
It's weird because, Venom is a villain himself. I mean, he's kind of like he goes back and forth, but for the most part, he's a villain. The only time him and Spider-Man really came together was to fight Carnage. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's like a villain. It's like an anti-hero movie at this point.
Yeah, well, I don't know how they're going to set it up, and if he is going to be a hero, or maybe it's two villains and they get into a fisticuff because one of them wanted to rob the bank and Carnage got there first, and he's like, "Wow, that's my bank."
No, Carnage just wants to kill people. He was a serial killer before
he's
he
a
became
serial
the symbiote.
killer.
Yeah, and the best part is Cletus Cassidy. Like there's somewhere in this article saying that they haven't cast it yet, but Jackie Earle Haley would be a perfect Cletus Cassidy. I think if you're going to go a little older on the guy, yeah. I
saw some stuff a while back, back when the Amazing Spider-Man 3 was still a possibility, and there was rumors that Jim Carrey was going to play him, and I think Jim Carrey would also be a good one because he could do the creepy, like weird, really well.
Yeah,
he can.
That's true. Jackie Earle Haley can't really do like. He do creepy, but he can't do like jokey like Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't think Carnage was really that jokey though. He was just really fucking vicious.
I'm not saying jokey. I'm saying just.
But you know what I mean? Like,
you want Joe Pesci then?
Yeah.
Joe, what am I, a clown? He's like, why is Venom 3 feet tall?
Well, yeah, Venom's already been.
Or not Venom. I'm sorry.
No.
Why is Carnage 3 feet tall?
Yeah. I like it.
They even mentioned Jackie Earle Haley in the article as well.
Mm-hmm. Archdruid says Haley would be a great older Cletus. Joe Gilgun for a younger one, though. I have no clue who Joe Gilgun is.
I have no idea who that is either. Gonna Google some stuff, seeing who it is. Who's that?
While you guys are Googling, Craven and Mysterio have been announced as well, spin-offs. So those are going to happen. So that'll be a lot of fun. It looks like we now have a third what would this be called? It's still, I mean, Spider-Man. It can't be their Spider-Man U. It's got to be the Venom U. I don't know what the fuck Sony's going to call it.
I don't. Yeah, that's weird. So they're not sharing Venom with the Marvel Universe, right?
No, so there's a lot of rumors out there that Spider-Man will be in the Venom movie.
I would hope so.
No, I read somewhere earlier this week that said that they are sharing it with Marvel.
No,
okay, good.
I don't think they're sharing. I think it's working the way that Spider-Man is going to share in with Venom, but Venom won't share with Marvel.
Apparently, it's supposed to take place in the same universe, but we won't see like other Marvel characters in the movie. But apparently, it's supposed to take place all within the same thing.
I mean, there wasn't really Venom didn't clash with other Marvel characters. I don't think it was mostly just it was a Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I mean, unless he was doing like the Agent Venom. What the fuck he was called? I forget.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Bumblebee spinoff is going to be more like the Iron Giant.
Yes, because that's exactly what we need more of.
Well, they said that, so they're like, nobody can compete with Michael Bay for explosions. So we need to take, he said that the producer said that they are, people are yearning for a new direction with the Transformers. And so they're going to have a better story, less Transformers, and more heart. So who knows if this works. Listen, the one takeaway I came from this, from watching the last night, was that I would totally take a Bumblebee movie set in World War II, because there was a scene where he was in World War II and that shit was awesome.
As like a 2014 Mustang or whatever.
No, he was a Beetle.
Oh, okay.
And he was
Beetle in the 40s?
It was a VW Bug, whatever the hell it was.
But those didn't.
Hitler created the Volkswagen.
Well, Hitler made them rich. He didn't go out there and go, "This is the superior car brand." You know,
he was the main spokesman for Volkswagen.
I give this car a 9 out of 10.
In the chat, Hitler commissioned the Beetle.
Yeah, he commissioned, because like That's pretty much how Volkswagen made their money back in like the World War II. They made tanks and everything.
Yeah, it was a bug.
No, first appeared in 1938.
So
Yeah.
There you go.
So that so he was in that and it was dope. They did a really well shot with that. But I would take a whole movie set in World War II, but mostly because World War II is on my brain because of Call of Duty. So I think maybe that affects it a little bit. So we'll see what Star Wars. We'll see what Transformers ends up being after the life after Michael Bay. I really hope. Give us. I don't know if you guys care enough about it, but I really want a G1 type movie. Like if they would just go simple on the designs of the Transformers.
Never will.
It's not going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
As long as there's cars to pimp out, there's not going to do it.
Well, you can still use modern cars and use the G1 style.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
No, that'd have to be anime.
Yeah, it'd have to be anime. Exactly. It'd have to be animated. There's no way they're going to do it in live action. It won't work.
There's too many car brands at risk here of showing off their shit.
I don't understand. You can't show. I understand that it won't happen, but I don't understand Kevin with.
I don't understand that either. I think the problem is the reason why it won't happen is that they're too smooth and too simple, and that we have grown way too accustomed to these kind of overly complex. And most of the time it's terrible because we've complained about the Power Rangers. Their outfits look fucking garbage because everything's too, especially their Zords. It's too much. They can scale that back. But if you bring that back to these really simplistic designs and stuff, it was great for toys and stuff. It's not going to be great for a movie because it's going to look fake and look cheesy. Because if you know that it's this like robot that's folding up on itself and stuff, and then transforming, you can't have these oversimplified designs because your brain's going to go, that can't fucking happen. How did that big leg come out of that thing? But when you show it do like this, oh look how many tiny parts it is that grows to this. No, your brain can trick itself. But if it's too simplified like that, it'll look cheesy, it'll look fake, and it just won't look good.
And what I'm saying, and my point is, you notice even Fast and the Furious, it's become a car commercial. Transformers has become a car commercial. They show off all their new cars, and they're not going to want to go with older models. This is their way of debuting their new cars and making them look as good as they can on film, so that way people go out and go, I want a real life Bumblebee, and then buy a fucking Camaro or whatever.
Well, no, I get that, but you can still if you still use the blocky designs, you can still go out or not even blocky, but the old G1, you can still get away with using the newer vehicles. You don't.
Agreed. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think with a live action movie like we've seen before is that they fucked themselves by making them so complicated right out the gate because everyone has followed them since, and to take a step backwards to try to simplify them into a G1 design would be oversimplifying them, and then it won't work. Well, I mean, I think what needs to happen is I think someone else needs to come out, like Power Rangers, the second Power Rangers movie, God willing it gets made, they need to simplify their designs because they were never complicated ever to begin with. They only did it because fucking Transformers did it. They need to scale it back. They need to simplify their costumes. They need to simplify the Zords. And then when they do it, and if it looks good enough, then Transformers can do it. Because it's just, again, they have, with starting their series off with these super overly complicated, Transformers, it's fucked everyone's brain. It's harder to go back with this real life look because now we've seen them in 5 fucking movies now and everything that's tried to copy it since. So,
well, I've seen them in 5 movies. You've seen them in 2.
I've seen them in 3. Thank you very much. Wait, which one introduced the dinosaur?
That was the last one. That was the 4th. You've seen 4, Doug?
I might have seen 4. I don't recall.
I could not deny or
I do not remember.
I saw 2. I saw the first 2, and that was done after that.
No.
Yeah. So I think you're right, Doug. I'd like to see someone challenge it and complicate a simple design. Do it. Someone listening out there. Probably can't happen. I know, Doug. I want to dream. Okay.
No, I think in an animated version, obviously it'll work well because that's really what it lends itself to.
Right.
But it's great. Again, it's great for toys. It really simplifies what they have to make for these.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at pictures of it now, and it's just I remember all of these. I had most of these.
All I know is
10 movable parts.
I was sitting there watching Colin put together the latest one because I got him Optimus Prime after watching the movie. He really wanted it. I was like, sure, why not? And he's sitting there putting it together, and I'm watching him, and I'm just staring, and I'm seeing the frustration on his face, and I could just see what internally he's saying, like, this piece of fucking shit.
I've got to stop hanging around your kids so much. Really teaching them really bad language habits and stuff.
I could just I'm just sitting there like he's having a tough go at it. I'm like, hey, why don't you take a quick breather, bro?
Wow.
Speaking of kid friendly, good thing. So this is terrible. Fantastic Four reboot is in the works. At least that's what the rumor says. It's going to be, they're going to go and make it more like the Burps, the Incredibles. How about that?
I think that Fox needs to stop.
The story would
Fantastic
follow the story would follow Reed Richards and Susan Storm's kids, Franklin and Valerie. So
No.
Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm would be along for the ride. Yeah.
Is this a movie?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Stop it. Fox. Give up. Give up the fucking ghost. Listen, y'all can keep X-Men because apparently you've got things rolling over there. Let it goddamn go. Give it back to Marvel and let them do it right. Like, Jesus Christ. This is an instance of a movie studio who doesn't fucking get it. Who just looks at a property they own and all they see are dollar signs, even though they don't know what the fuck to do with it, and they're gonna milk this sucker dry, and then they're gonna eventually sell it back to Marvel for pennies on the dollar because it can't goddamn do shit with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hate them. Fuck Fox.
Fuck box?
Fuck Fox.
Hashtag
Oh,
fuck Fox.
Fuck Fox.
It's like you said fuck box. I'm like, man, there's all kinds of names for pocket pussy today. Give me my fuck box.
Okay, this is gonna make Doug really happy, and we may get a happy rant out of this, but Rocco's Modern Life, they're doing a TV movie coming to Nickelodeon.
Yay.
Oh fuck.
20 years too late.
I love Rocco's Modern Life, and I'm glad this is happening. But I thought Nickelodeon was doing some huge movie that involved all of their titles. Remember,
they tried that years ago.
Yeah, we talked about it. I know we talked about it on the show where apparently it was supposed to be Rocco's Modern Life, and Hey Arnold's got a movie coming out. Pump for that. But and then Invader Zim's got a Christmas special coming out at some point. Super stoked for that because Jonah Vasquez said he'd never work with Nickelodeon again, and yet he's the one who's in directive control and writing it. So.
Maybe that's what. Maybe since he got creative control, that's why he's doing it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm excited for Rocco's Modern Life. I think that it was a TV show, much like some of the other Nickelodeon specials in the '90s, way ahead of its time.
Yeah,
and also
definitely. There was some meta jokes back then.
Yeah, and that's what this whole thing even says. It's very meta. No shit, it's Rocco's Modern Life. It's like the whole fucking appeal of the goddamn show.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm pumped, but.
Okay, so here's the idea.
It's gonna fail on Nickelodeon because all people watch Nickelodeon for are these shitty fucking TV shows they put out now.
So here's the premise of it. The movie sees all the characters returning to Earth after somehow being lost in space since 1996. Which is how the original series...
You already won Doug over.
That's how it ended.
Upon return, Rocco is having a hard time dealing with modern life in the 21st century, while his friends Heifer and Filbert have no problem fitting in, embracing every aspect of technology, social media, food trucks, and more. So
I'm excited because they got most of the original voice cast back too, if not all of them.
It's gonna be tough because I remember this show and I loved it and I watched it every chance that I got. But as an adult, going back to watching this, would I feel the same way? Would I still love it? I don't know. I think our memories build it up a lot more. Like when they redid, what's the show that we grew up on that they just brought back with the daughter and shit? Boy Meets World when they did Girl.
Girl Meets World. See, here's the thing. Girl Meets World was actually a pretty decent show. It was in comparison to again all the other drivel that Disney releases. because it's all about like these kids trying to be famous and internet famous, because apparently that's all kids fucking do these days, according to them. Like, it was actually a decent show, and it's a shame it got canceled after 3 seasons, because, like, why? Apparently Disney doesn't allow their shows to go on for longer than 3 seasons now.
Yeah. Well, that and the fact that, I watched it, but I was just like, oh man, yeah, I love this in my youth. I mean, this is really good, but it's
not for you. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah, it's not for me, and that's what I feared, that these shows coming back won't be for me either. You know,
I guess it kind of depends, because there's still shows like cartoons and stuff that we watch that are definitely not necessarily meant for us, but they're definitely meant for kids. But we still enjoy, because they hit that multi-generational
if it's got that meta kind of thing to it, and if you're talking about I think cartoons can definitely hit a different.
Because when you look at the old Nickelodeon shows, like we're talking about, like Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life and Angry Beavers and all those shows, like those, while meant for kids, or definitely had an appeal for adults too, because there were jokes and ideas that went flying over kids' heads and were like strictly aimed at the adults, because it was like, wow, that's fucking raunchy for a fucking kids show. Yeah. But like, kids don't get it because they're kids, and all they care about are the fart jokes. So.
Well, that's what Colin
adults do too. Come on.
Colin, we went to go see what fucking was it? It had to be Cars 3. And there's it was Cars 3. It had to be. Anyways, we left and he goes, there's a lot of jokes in there that I didn't get that I think were made for adults. And we're like, yeah, you're right. Like, no doubt. Like, you'll go back, and we explained to him, you'll go back later in life and watch some of this stuff, and you'll go, oh, hey.
Yeah, I remember not getting that. Or like, I remember that going over my head.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's jump into some gaming.
Yeah.
Rockstar Games and Take-Two have gone ahead and done a 360. 180?
Yeah.
They're backing off the PC modders. They're allowing Open 4, Open IV, Open... What else? What other names we come up with it last week?
That was it.
Open
IV.
Open IV, yeah.
They're allowing it back, and they fucking, obviously, with the support that the community gave to being pissed off at Take-Two, how could you not?
They pulled the same thing that Bethesda did 2 years ago with Steam.
Well, no, they did. Well, that was, they tried to make them pay. This one was, they just took it offline, and it was a cease and desist.
Right, but they did something like that to piss the whole world off, or the internet off, which is the same thing. And then they brought it back, and they were like, nah, JK, LOL.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it worked, because in the UK, GTA 5 is now the #1 selling game again.
There you go.
There you go.
Didn't take too much to win them back.
Oh, it didn't. It didn't at all. Last week, I said fuck Paradox Interactive because of the fact that they increased their prices and then they put them on sale, and then it was a normal $59.99 and normal prices from before.
Yeah.
On Steam. Well, they're gonna backpedal too.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah. I don't know what these game companies are thinking. Like, if they could they're like, this will just be under the radar.
Yeah. No one's gonna notice.
And they're going to give refunds for anybody who purchased the games at the new full price. But the shitty thing is that they said that we can't reduce the prices while during a Steam sale. So those will stay the same.
Yeah. GG Steam, Valve, go fuck yourselves. This sale is so underwhelming. I have a $50 gift card, and I haven't used a goddamn red cent yet.
I think I've bought about 5 games so far.
I haven't gotten anything. I have stuff sitting in my cart that I need to buy, but Kev's right. I mean, as times have changed and as the years have gone by, the sales have gotten less and less, ever since the flash sales have gone away. I've seen over on Reddit, people have been talking about this issue a lot, and it's a split crowd. 50-50 just say, I don't care. I'm getting a good deal anyways, and I'm going to buy it. And the other 50% are like, are you fucking kidding me? This shit used to be 75 to 95% off.
Yep.
And now we only get 33% off. So it's, they definitely have changed. And the problem is that we won't get we won't get the old days back because of the fact that this way works more and they're making more money off of it. And sales went up because of it. So it's really sad. I really miss those sales. Now you see like Green Man Gaming though, they have some pretty decent sales that have been doing it. So they've been 75% off on a whole bunch of stuff lately. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of what stuff I bought because I got something the other day. It was like one of the Telltale games. I think it was the Minecraft Telltale game. It's like one of the ones that I don't own yet. And I think it's normally like $19.99 now. I think it used to be like $25, but I think I got it for like $6. So like that's a win. And then there was the remake of Full Throttle, which again that's normally $15.99. I think I got it for like $8.99. So like I got a bunch of games that like have been on my wish list for like about half off of what they were. I think I've spent about $30 total on again about 6 games or so. So I don't know. I do miss the flash sales. I do miss the ability to like, go vote for what you wanted to be on sale next.
Yeah,
and,
that was
and
the
being
best
able
part.
to get stuff for even cheaper. And I realized like the whole like, well, people miss the opportunity to get the sale. Fuck them.
You know what?
That's the
That
whole
builds-
goddamn point. Yeah.
Exactly. No one fucking at now Black Friday is changing, but I mean, no one like
Oh,
no
shit.
one goes,
I decided
I'll
to
get it later.
Yeah. Oh, I decided to sleep in. I guess I missed that. Oh, fuck. I missed that sale at Best Buy this morning on Black Friday. Can I show up at noon and get it for the same? No, you missed it, bro. Like, no, fuck off. Like, sorry.
Right. Yep.
It doesn't apply to the outside.
Especially on a digital front, there's no excuse for it.
And even if they did, they only change prices 3 times a day, right? So they changed it at 6 a.m. And so when I woke up, I hit up Steam and I was like, all right, let me see what I'm going to do. Then they changed it at noon. And then they changed it at like midnight. Like, so you have a fucking opportunity there. Or they changed it at like 9:10 or something. So there was always a chance for you to see what was on sale. It's just that you didn't want to wake up until fucking noon.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, dude. I mean, I set my alarms. I would do that. I would wake up at like 4 in the morning to see what's on sale or whatever.
yeah, exactly.
And it was worth it. I've got some great deals off of there.
Yep.
I've got 350 games because of those sales.
Same. Well, I don't have 350. I have like 260 something. But yeah, pretty much all those. I did get some like of those item finder, whatever the fuck they're called, where you like look at the picture and you find the things and it tells you a story while you're doing it, sort of for like $1 this sale. They're normally like again like $5.99. I don't know. I did pick up, was able to find some stuff and go through my, but yeah, it was nice being able to get like the big titles for stupid cheap. Although I guess I did see that the Portal games are like under $4 for both of them. It's like $2.99 or some shit.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, but for like the 5 people who
And
still don't own it.
Shadow of Mordor is like $4.99. So I mean, there's still
Easy
stuff
purchase.
out there, huh?
I said easy purchase.
Yeah. So there's still stuff out there, and I buy stuff every year because there's always something that I haven't purchased yet that catches my eye. But I do miss the old days. They were just better sales. You got excited for them, you pumped for like 2 weeks of just like buying video games. Now it's just like, okay, I got myself the first day. I haven't really looked since.
Yeah, same here. It's fucking why? There's no point. So, what's I gonna say? Overwatch is going to be changing the way that they do their loot boxes. Finally,
Yeah.
I think after a year, people of bitching and complaining that they're getting the same shit over and over again. The rates are so low, and there was one country that required them to list the drop rates because they're like, it's gambling, so we need to see the percentage of chances for you to win, but they won't release the ones in America, and I can tell you right now that they are super fucking low.
Oh yeah, I got duplicates up the wazoo, and I barely play.
Oh yeah, me too. And so they're going to do it. They're going to do it upright, and they're going to change the drop rates, and you're going to get fewer duplicates. So yay.
And if you're a Twitch Prime user, you get a free loot crate right now if you link your account. So go do that.
Oh yeah, I need to do
Or
that.
loot box.
Yeah, you get you don't get a normal loot box.
You get a golden one, so you're at least you're guaranteed golden.
Legendary. And I got a legendary
Yeah, so did I.
bit. So it's cool. Got
I got a
that.
skin for someone I never even use.
So that's it. That's it for the news. That's it for our show.
Oh,
That it?
That's it.
that's it?
That's it.
Is that it?
Sorry, guys.
Fuck.
Oh.
I know.
Well, okay, before we go, what did you guys buy on the Steam sale so far? Doug? Oh, you already said what you bought, right?
Yeah, I'm forgetting a lot of the stuff I bought, but yeah, I know the Telltale Minecraft game, the remastered Full Throttle, 2 of those Find Object games, and then some other stuff. But again, I don't off the top of my head, I don't remember. That shows you how much I was paying
Did you buy
attention.
anything yet?
The things that I will be picking up, and I will give this is an exclusive to the 8-Bit Geek. My next game that I'm going to stream, I'm picking up, which is called Little Nightmares.
Oh, is that the one with the kid?
Yeah.
Like you play as like a little kid and you got to like stumble through the house or something like that?
Yeah, and you go through nightmares and things like that of kind of childhood dreams and shit. So it's got really high ratings, and it's only $14.99, and that is going to be the next game that I stream up. And I may pick up a horror game or two because I think that people have enjoyed me streaming that kind of stuff. Somebody asked me to put together a compilation of me screaming like a girl. And so I'm going to give the people what they want. I'm going to play more scarier games. So
Nice.
I got one called Guts and Glory, and it's like an early access game. It's really silly, and like you ride, like you're either a person that's riding like a bike or like a 4-wheeler, and you just do these little races around like a park or something. But like you can like fall and like break your arm, or like your bike is damageable or whatever, and like you can fuck yourself up really good. It's really gory for like that stuff. So like I was going through with the guy on the
oh my god,
the 4-wheeler, and just like got shredded.
It says a game about father and son riding their bicycle.
Yeah, that's like the first one. Is like it's like you can play as a dude riding a bike with his son on the back seat. It's fucked up, man.
Man, I've got a bunch of stuff on my wish list that I'm kind of perusing, but then I'm reading reviews on them, and then some of them getting turned off by. Like I was actually thinking about picking up Walking Dead season 3, but I haven't heard too many good things about it. Everyone's saying it was actually a very underwhelming season for Walking Dead, and you don't even really get to like mess with Clementine too much. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna pass on that. Outlast 2 is $24.
Yeah, is there a way to see like what your recent purchases?
Yeah, you have to go to your activity list, and it'll tell you.
Ah, nice.
And then I've been wanting to purchase RPG Maker MV for a while. It's 65% off. It's like $27 now. It's normally $80. But it's like I'm thinking like how much would I actually like play this? I would love to create an RPG, but I don't know if I could put in that much human time into like trying to create it.
I'm struggling buying any new stuff because all the new news coming out, like I'm going to be forced, to be honest, I'm real disappointed in myself, but I'm going to have to buy Madden 18 because they have a story mode, and I'm going to want to play through that. And then NBA, of course.
Yeah.
And I've got to buy Destiny 2, and then I'm going to have to buy Anthem, and I'm going to have to buy these.
A lot of those, I mean, like Anthem's not coming out until next year.
I know, but I got to
lucky.
start saving now, okay? Because when I say that I'm going to buy Destiny 2, that means I'm spending $500 on it because I'm buying a new video card.
Oh, I was like, man, you're getting like an ultra special edition of it.
I'm gonna this year I'm gonna update the computer at some point. So That's gonna be 500 big ones.
And one more game I was on my fence, but two more games. Bayonetta, I kind of want to buy because now they got a PC version of it, and that game was really fun to play. And it's like updated graphics and everything like that. So that one would be fun to pick up. But I'm kind of on the fence with Final Fantasy 14. I'm not a huge MMO guy, but I've heard nothing but amazing things, especially now that the newest expansion, I think Stormblood, came out. And they've got it on sale for like $15 right now, or $16, and I'm like guessing, but I don't know if I want to pay $15 a month for an RPG, because that one you definitely have to pay per month. It's not like a free to play at all.
Why don't you get the new one instead of that? Why don't you get the one that everybody's gushing over right now? It's the hold on, let me look it up.
Are you talking about Black Desert Online?
Yeah, that one is only $6 right now.
It's $7.99. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's gushing over that game.
I don't know. I've heard mediocre things about it.
Really?
Yeah. If anyone in chat, we could talk about this in the post show, I guess. But I need games to keep me busy. MMO. If you got any good MMO suggestions besides World of Warcraft, that's far beyond my thing. I want a kind of like an action-y art MMO. And I heard like Final Fantasy is a lot easier to pick up. Black Desert Online is like an action one.
Yeah. Ross and B have been playing one recently, and I don't remember what the fuck it's called. Hoping that like Ed or Caleb in the chat can help me out. But fuck, what the fuck is it called?
Guild Wars 2. I've had Guild Wars 2, and I kind of got lost in that as well. Like I just couldn't really get into it.
Rift. The game they're playing is called Rift.
Rift is still a game? Like I didn't even know that game's been out for years.
Yeah, I guess it was really good though when it did come out, but then it lost its following, and now it's got it back because of the free to play.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kevin's not into it, you can tell.
Oh shit!
No, I played it when it first came out, and I wasn't really impressed with it. So I don't know how much they've changed.
A lot.
Hey, the Accountant sequel moves forward at WB.
I saw that. I didn't include it in the news because I was just like, I don't know. You know,
man, the Accountant was awesome.
It was. I loved it. It was fantastic. So
word.
Okay, that's our show, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed it, and we love to have Kevin back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Caleb's awesome.
Missed you, buddy. You don't have to compare yourself to him.
I can't compare myself to him because he's obviously 10 times better.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
don't compare yourself to him, or else we're gonna want him. Okay.
No.
The only thing I have on him is seniority at this point. One misstep and he's taken over.
And looks.
Oh, he's definitely got the looks on all three of us combined.
Damn
he is a good-looking fella.
Kevin, can you take a fucking compliment? You just said the only thing I have up on him is time because of your, and then I said and looks. Like I just told you look good, better than him.
Thanks, sweetie. Te amo, Jer. Te amo.
Fuck off, ugly ass.
Ugly. You have seen my ass. So yeah, it is pretty ugly.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Till next week. Love, hugs, and all that bullshit.